Hey guys, Face First Farm and Homestead, and we're standing on the newly covered spot for the new chicken coop. I actually put black plastic on the whole thing. I don't remember, I haven't even watched the video all the way. So I wanted to show you guys, I covered the entire area. This is going to be the main part of the chicken coop. And we're going to use 6 full-size pallets. And I did figure out the measurements. One full-size pallet is enough square footage for 4 chickens. So 6 is good for 24. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because that'll give us 8. So 8 times 4, that's enough for 32. We're not gonna have just chickens, okay? Because I do still plan on getting turkeys and guineas, but I want them housed in the same coop. So, the reason for the extra. Now I could actually go 8 extra pallets and do 10, making it to where we could have up to 40 in here. Because it would be 4 square foot per bird. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And then our chicken run, I'm actually going to make the fence out this way instead of using this as a garden. And I think I said on the video yesterday, this over here, we're just going to turn it into the goat shelter. The only thing we need to get is cattle panel, and then connect it, and I might actually get a solar electric fence set up for around the outside of it, because that way I don't have to worry about the goats getting out. I will have to fix the gate, quote unquote, because that gate sucks. So, that's going to be our goat shelter, which makes it even more plausible for us to get goats. So I'm going to start saving money, and I'm hoping by the end of, like, maybe by August, we can get our dairy goats. I still don't have a lot of knowledge about them. Guess I'm going to have to start diving into the pins on the goats, and start doing videos on, informational videos on reading the goat, about the goats. So, because I don't have a lot of knowledge about them yet. That's our huge compost pile right there. But I did find out we do have coons for sure. This coop is going to be 100%, the whole 9 yards, predator proof. Because I'm going to cement it all the way around. I'm going to make sure the fence is buried 12 feet. Wow. 12 inches down, 12 feet down. Holy crap. No, burying the fence 12 feet underground. Not even possible. Anyway, 12 inches underground. So you dig down a foot, bury the fence, you like put the fence out and have the fence actually curved. I'm gonna set this where it's not gonna fall. Have it to where it's actually, it curves like this, but that there's that much sticking out of that curve into your 12 inches down. And then you bury that with dirt all the way around, and then I'm actually gonna pour cement and cement that in. Now, again, I might actually use cement for flooring. Maybe. It depends on the materials we can get a hold of. And I know I'm putting it on my YouTube channel, but no one has a right to come in here and check it out. So, what? Did you find it?
Yeah, it was down here on the under the grass.
Go put that in one of the strawberry beds, in like this one over here. Right there.
It was bent a little bit, but I fixed it. See?
Cool. Yeah, just put,
No,
it's fine. Just bury its legs in the strawberry patch. I gotta weed that again.
Just anywhere in here?
Just in the dirt, like near the edge. Yeah, that works. Okay, anyway, so we found our little bug. I put the other one in the white pineberry bed, which I still have to weed, by the way.
I found it.
Anyway, Scott found it. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, we're going to cement all the way around on top of that dirt on the fence to make sure nothing can dig underneath it. Because I do know there are coyotes around this area. I've never had a problem with coyotes and chickens on this property, ever. It's always been coons. I do know, as I said, we do have coons. I've heard them chittering in the granary, and 2 days in a row, I have come into the coop, and the one tote that still has feed in it, even after I've snapped it down and flipped the holder up over the edge on the end, the cover's been down inside the tote. Chickens cannot do that, not with the handles flipped up over the ends. Coons, however, can, because they have little finger-like paws, and they do know how to open simple locks. So, we do have coons. This is the reason why these guys are not staying out here at night. Anyway, and around the edge of the coop itself, I'm probably just gonna cement around the edge as well. And I'm gonna make sure the door is 100% lockable, but that the locks are not just simple locks. I'm gonna make sure our chickens are safe, our birds are safe. Anyway, so I did this video, or I'm doing this video. I wanted to show you guys how far we've gotten on that. We still need a bunch of stuff. We need the pallets. I might even go for 10, as I said, because that should bring it out to the edge here. That should bring it out to the edge. Again, I'm going to do the chicken run out that way instead of using that as a garden. It will make it to where we'll have to go around. I think I will definitely leave a pathway to where we can walk around. Because I can't go through the other way to the trailer. Well, the pathway, yeah. But I can't go through this side the other way because there's poison ivy over there. So, we're not going to do that. Anyway, the other thing, I picked our second strawberry of the year, by the way. And yes, I do still need to weed this. Don't look too hard at that. I'm not even going to show you the pineberry garden. That one definitely needs to be weeded. I don't even know how much we're going to get out of it. There are plants in there. I can see them. I'm going to have to go after that probably Monday. Unfortunately, it's going to suffer until then. Alright, hang on guys while I move this over the cart. One of the things that we do have in here, which I'm trying to show you guys, and let me unlock this. Bring it down a little bit, make it a little easier for me to show you. Alright. This stuff. This is wild spinach. Lamb's quarter. If any of you guys have watched Doug and Stacy, then you've heard about lamb's quarter. It is more nutritious than spinach, and it is a great salad maker. We have tons of salads out in this yard, believe me. So, this garden. What we're going to have to do with this garden, I think I'm going to set this up here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this garden. What? That doesn't mean I'm going to keep them in there. All right, let me see. Okay. This garden. Yeah, I've gotten proof that there's coons, Scott. There's no way.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's fine. That's fine, but I'm not taking a chance.
No, I don't blame you.
Anyway, this garden. We have to start working this, and it's going to probably have to be an in-ground garden. I can't get my hands on enough cardboard for some reason. And I can't get my hands on the materials.
Does you want this stuff pulled, or is this?
I mean, it can be pulled. We have to start working this. I know you don't want to, but we have to. This right here is going to be our main food source. I don't have enough garden beds. I have one 100-gallon garden bed that to make enough cocoa core soil, I would have to get that stuff 5 times. That's $100 just for the cocoa core.
How much?
$100.
Oh.
Actually, I wouldn't need 100 gallons of the cocoa core.
I'm gonna take this up front.
No, actually I probably would, because that would make up most of the soil ingredients.
You hear me?
Okay? Hurry up.
I'll be right back.
Will you do me a favor real quick first, since I'm actually in the middle of a video?
What?
Go grab my gloves and my little rake. It's just on the table. It's not far. Please. Anyway, so this is going to be our main food source. If you guys remember correctly, if you're new to the channel and you guys have not gone back and looked at and watched some of our older videos, especially one of the ones I will highly recommend that you watch is Garden Tour of 2020. This actually was my greenhouse frame that I had, or beginning of the greenhouse frame. I didn't have the materials to build the greenhouse. Now I'm just going to spend the $300 and buy a polycarbonate one. However, this right here, I made this into a square foot garden, which actually it's actually bigger now. I'm going to have to measure this. Yeah, this is bigger. This is probably, I'm going to go from right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gross, 8, 9, ew, spider, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This might be 15 feet. See, actually, I thought it was 16 by... But let's just say it's 15 by 15. Which means... it's got to be more than that. Anyway, I know this is a little bit bigger. And when I first did this square foot garden, it was foot by 4 foot spots. Now it looks like it's going to be 5 foot by 5 foot or 6 foot by 6 foot. I hope it's 5 foot by 5 foot. I like the number 6. Anyway, but if you go back and you watch that video, we got so much out of this garden in just a small space because I chose the square foot gardening method. And it really does work. It really does. Now I do have the brown paper, which I'm very tempted to get out and use. My only issue is the soil. And we need to be able to use this garden. See, one of the big problems that we have right now is money. This is the reason why I'm trying to get the merchandise together for the farm stand. Because yeah, I could get out the brown paper.
Wow.
I know, they're looking great. You can stand back and look all the way
I know.
up to the top of the tree. Like, standing back here,
I can see them.
you can see... I think you can actually start seeing the peaches from over here, too. Oh, I can't wait. Fresh nectarines, fresh peaches, and fresh plums. Anyway, watch it.
I'm not.
I just didn't want you to, like... Anyway. As I was saying, I do have that brown paper. However, the one problem we have is soil. We can put the paper over this. What are we going to use for soil? See the problem? And we only have a couple of weeks to get this to where we can plant the entire thing. You guys don't have enough bags of soil.
No.
You don't even have enough bags of soil down there to fill the one set of garden beds that I have, and I need to get some more of those.
I could go over there and dig some soil off from over there.
No, because that soil's got that slag in it.
Oh.
That soil's not great.
I'm just...
I know, like... Unless I bust butt trying to get the cocoa course in the ingredients for
I don't
it.
want you to...
We might not have a choice. We need to start busting butt to get the merchandise for Faith First for the farm stand. Because if we could start making some money off from the farm stand, we can send for more soil ingredients. See, this is what I was saying, guys. The farm stand, money that we make off that farm stand is going to go directly back into the homestead. God first, of course. We make $1, 10 cents goes to the church. 10 cents we're going to put up in a savings for emergency. We make $5, 50 cents is going to the church. 50 cents will go into a savings. It doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. We make $10, $1 goes into the church, and $1 goes into savings.
What about the spot where we were gonna put a garden?
I still want to do a garden out there. That's why I haven't touched the cardboard.
No, I was thinking about the dirt. But what about behind the...
All of that over there is contaminated with chemicals.
True.
Because that was all the field. That's why I can't do an in-ground garden out there. I know, right?
I'm just trying to think.
I know, because there's tons of places around here. Like out there. Yeah, there's out there. But it's all contaminated. And over here, I don't know what the heck Tim and them did out there. I don't know what's in that soil. I mean, technically, I don't know what's in this soil, but I know it's... As far as quality, I know it's good quality. But the problem is, what I don't want to deal with is this. Now, one of the things we were going to try to do is see how, we'd be dealing with a ton of grass roots. The only way is if we found somebody that had a rototiller. So, guys, our lovely 247 subscribers. I don't know if any of you guys live in Michigan or not, but if you know of anybody that has a rototiller, that would be willing to come out here, I would even pay them like $50, which is quite a bit because this is a small spot, to come out and rototill this up. I can do $50. Honestly, I'd be willing to pay somebody $100, $50 out of both mine and Scott's checks, to come out and rototill this up. But if we can't get it done this week, then we're going to have to go a different route. And I really don't want to have to rehack this off. Or have Scott rehack it off.
Dang it, I thought I had that.
Now, the problem with doing the rototiller is we would have to deal with the weeds. Unless I mulch really heavily, which I could, because I could take this cardboard and I could use the cardboard in between the plants. And I could use the brown paper in between the plants. That's a really good idea, actually.
I am stupid.
What'd you do?
I deleted the group chat for the church.
Why?
I was trying to clean my phone up, and I think I accidentally deleted it.
Well, it'll come back when they send a message
I'll
again.
have to wait until they do that. Because I was going to ask someone from the church if they had a rototiller.
Don't you have anyone's actual number?
I do, but the people that I have are working.
And? Send a message to Pastor James. Tell him...
He's on vacation still.
I don't care. Like, he can't use his phone. See if he'll send a message to the group chat for you. Tell him you accidentally deleted it because we're trying to find somebody with a rototiller. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I could actually use the brown paper and the cardboard in between the plants. It's a good idea. So, that's going to be the focus for this garden this week. I'm not going to break my neck trying to do this. So that was kind of my focus for this video, was this garden. But, I'm going to pause this, you guys, because this is kind of, it's already 20 minutes in. Alright, I found a little bit more cardboard. We do have some more boxes in there that I might just have to tear down, even though I don't really want to. So, we're just going to start laying cardboard down. I'm going to kind of stick it underneath part of like what's there. We're going to need more rocks. I hate them nasty slugs. So gross.
Give it to the chickens.
I'm leaving the cardboard folded for thickness. Now what you want, the tape, you want to peel the tape off as much as possible, because that stuff you don't really want in your garden. He ran away on me. Did you guys see that? completely. You do not want to leave gaps. You leave gaps, let's weed through. It's not the game plan here. More stupid snails. Okay. You want it to overlap. Get another rock and put it over here. Alright, I'm going to try to find some more cardboard. And I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I found a little more cardboard. I want to get as much of this covered as possible to start killing the weeds and stuff as much as possible. Not in the garden, and I will pick that up. Again, I'm not going to take the time to peel the labels off because I don't have a lot of time today because I do have to work. And unfortunately, we have to bring the chickens in before we leave. I mean, honestly, I could ask Aaron if he'd be willing to come out and get them around 9:30. If not, we'll bring them in. Because I'm not leaving them out here to get eaten by coons. And that is not going to happen. My babies are not going to get eaten by coons. I refuse to let that happen. I didn't have the knowledge when I started that I do now, and I know. Just know. And I'm not putting them in the position of being eaten. Not gonna happen. Stuff that's peeling up, I'll get off from there. This is an old Herbalife box. I don't know if we have any more in the upper part of the granary or not. Maybe one of mine and Scott's days off, I'll have him go up there. I still need a bunch of cardboard for other gardens. I don't have those herb beds ready over there. I might be able to get them ready this week. Because it really wouldn't take much. Well, soil-wise it would, but I don't know. My rhubarb is like, I gotta get that weeded too. Anywho, tape off as much as possible. Gross. Spiders. Get the tape off as much as possible. And that is one thing, you guys, on the farm stand. Once we get it open, and I apologize to those of you who still have a paper checkbook. I will not be accepting paper checks. Because I'm not dealing with the possibility of them bouncing. And if that's the only other thing that you carry other than cash, then you're going to have to pay in cash. Because I will not do checks. I just won't do it. And again, I apologize ahead of time. But I'm not dealing with paper checks. Just not dealing with it. I don't have this is a very pretty rock. I'm gonna make that part of the garden decoration because that's really cool. That one right there. That I can use over there.
Well, I'm just getting.
No, I know. I'm gonna save this one for over there.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Well,
I didn't know it was
the right ones.
I didn't know it was over there.
I didn't.
That one I can't use over there because it doesn't sit level. Actually, it might. Yeah, it actually does. If there's any more rocks, bring them over. Because there's a couple of these I think I'm going to replace. Alright, anyway, I don't really want to make this video too long because it's going to take too long to upload. I do have to get to my pineberry strawberry bed. Ugh. We've just had so much going on. Haven't had a chance to get out here and weed it. I got the other one partially weeded. I've kept on the other one. This one is just insane. I think I'm going to have to probably use... Well, I'll see what I can do to get this partially weeded today. Because the weeds do come out pretty easily. One thing I noticed, you guys, we have a lot of purslane in this garden. Purslane is a very, very, very healthy wild plant. Many people think it's just a weed. It's great in salads. So I am leaving the purslane in here. I have burdock growing. That is coming out. Hate that crap. And then all of this stupid stuff. Ugh, yuck. And all of those pricky plants are probably burdock babies. Last thing I need is more burdock. I'm trying to leave as much of the dock seed as possible. Hope that wasn't the strawberry that I pulled out. The lamb's quarter, we do have a lot of that. I'm leaving the purslane. Because we've got to get ourselves healthy, and you know, having these wild, healthy, edible plants around, we're going to take advantage of it. Well, I am. And I'm going to make sure Scott does. I'm going to make him salads with that stuff in it. I'm going to have to find snails in the garden. And it is quite warm out here.
I think I'm going to actually go in the barn and look for some now.
Anymore?
Not behind the granary. I'm going to take the wagon.
We're not going to do a whole video of me weeding the garden.
I'm going to take the wagon with me.
Yeah.
So I don't have to come back with one
So we'll have, I think, over the course of this year, I'm going to build another, or get another 100-gallon raised garden bed, or a couple more, with the 15-gallon on the top. Do another 2 more 2-tier strawberry beds. And I'm going to do the pine berry in those. The white ones. And I might just dig these up next year and put them in those beds. Because what I need to do, I need to dig the soil out of that bed and probably put it in the cart or totes or whatever, and then fit the bottom of it with the hardware cloth, even to like picking up the bricks, laying it down, and then putting, the bricks back together on the hardware cloth and putting cardboard in on top. I need to redo this bed because I think I have groundhogs coming up there. So that's not really a good thing. Alright, so before I close the video, I'm going to go show our chickie babies so you guys can see them again. I will show you guys the gardens that I planted last night. And this is almost a 40-minute video. Yay. Not really. Okay, I'll take it off my face and show you guys the chickies. Chickies. See? Right there. You can't really see them the greatest, but I'll come around here. Stupid cranberry bushes. You guys remember how little these things were? Look at these things. These things exploded. I've got to prune them down, but you cannot prune fruit trees and fruit bushes when they're not dormant. They have to be dormant for you to prune them and not ruin them. All right. See our chickie babies? Chickies. And they do love it outside. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take them in unless Aaron is willing to come out and get them. Because they can't be out after dark. Because I'm not chancing it. And I know that the coons can get in there. I know they can. So anyway, let you see our nectarines. They're actually doing very well. Again, I'll show you our, gotta walk through this. Yeah. Sorry for showing you the sky. Yeah. I'm not even willing to bet that that's natural cloud cover. We don't have much of that anymore. Here's our yellow iris. And I do have a wild violet. It's like right down in there. I gotta get this weeded. The weeds are, yeah. Here's the apple tree. There's some of the apples. We do not have many apples growing on this tree this year. Part of that, I believe, is because it was putting too much energy into trying to fix itself and repair and heal itself right there. So we're going to get a few apples out of it, not many. Where'd the 2 go that were down here? Okay, there's 2 right there. They look really nice. So we're going to get a few nice ones. Trying to find it. Oh, right there. Okay. So there's that one. I know there's a few more on here. I'm going to get some more apple trees. Next week, I'm going to have to try to pull trees out of my Archex. I want to get the apricot trees. I've got to get another pear tree. And I need to get a couple more apple trees. So, don't know if we can pull 5 out of next week, but I'm going to try to pull 4 out of next week. Okay, the garden beds I did yesterday. I pretty much did this in the rain, you guys. This is a cilantro plant I bought from Family Farm. I'm killing a cat. Dang it. Yup, stupid cat was up here. And no, I wouldn't harm an animal, you guys, but this really upsets me. Ugh. Fresh garden beds. Gonna have to put the bird netting back to work, and the problem is, there's that right there. Get off me. Alright, anyway. So, we have... I'm gonna move this down so I can show you guys this without... Cilantro, obviously. Lemon basil. The yellow tag back there. Lime basil. Cinnamon basil. Purple basil. And then lettuce leaf basil. This is mostly all basil. It's all herbs. This one is peas and beans. These are the rattlesnake pole beans. And as soon as they come up, as soon as they get to about like that, I'm going to put a tomato cage around it. These are Alaska peas. This is yellow beans, garden sweet peas, royal burgundy beans, and little marvel peas. Once again, I've got to put the bird netting back to work. Stupid cats that are out here, I swear. It never fails. I had to deal with that over there. If you guys remember me having to cover all that crap up. Had to do that with the strawberries this year as well. Yeah. This is a mulberry tree. So that's actually cool. That adds to the food forest. This is woolly lamb's ear. That can be used as bandages. And it has a few other medicinal uses for it. And we have lots of lamb's quarter out here. The thistles I'm trying to just pull out. This is dock seed. I'll show you. That is this right here. That's dock seed, and we have a lot of that. That stuff, when the seeds dry down in the fall, late fall, you can gather it up and you can grind it down into a flour. It's edible. You can also gather acorns and grind that down into flour. I do believe you have to roast them. I might have to... I should actually pull up and do a pin on that. Or do a couple pins on that on my channel. Or on the channel. Anyway, yeah, we have dock seed there. I'm trying to leave as much of it as possible. That stupid burdock has got to come out of there. I never did get that burdock taken care of. And Monday... I'm going to go into doing the plantain. Oh, I'm getting my runners. Ugh. Freaking A, man. Okay, so. You guys see this? Those are the runners. There's another one. So there's 1, 2, 3... So what we're going to do, there's at least 3 right now. 4. 5. There's at least 5. So what we're going to do with the runners, we're going to root them in pots of soil. And those are going to be for sale on the farm stand for like $2 a piece. That is awesome. As you can see, we have lots of blossoms. I do not have the heart to pinch those blossoms off. I just don't. I love my strawberries too much. What can I say? All right, so there's that. I'm going to go show you guys the elderberry bushes, which are doing amazingly well. And then I'm going to close this video out because it's really getting really long. Stupid cats. Digging in my fresh dirt. Buttholes. Alright, this is the... Remember, guys, the one elderberry bush cane that rooted out in the jug of water that froze over winter. This is that elderberry bush. The flowers... Now, I don't have enough to gather the flowers and have elderberry. So, it's a one or the other thing. I can go down the road, though, and get the flowers from some of them. This one looks like it's struggling a bit. They all had nice roots, though. So, but they do look like they're doing pretty well. Like this one, they look like they've taken pretty well. And this one is even flowering. So, and this area through here, I'm not going to go too close to the tree because something about the trees on this property, there's poison ivy near the dang things. But I think this whole area here, I'm going to just make into my elderberry area. So, probably going to plant another one like right in here. Elderberry is one of the best medicinal bushes you could grow. Elderberry, its antibacterial properties are better than any antibiotic out there. And that's a proven fact, you guys. You guys can look that one up. It is true. I'll show you this. That is wild lettuce. I did a video way back, I think in 2021, on wild lettuce. I am going to be gathering that. I still have to I still have to perfect getting it, the boiling down process right. It is not an easy thing to do. But you know what? I'm going to keep working at it. So, the other thing I've been trying to do through here is pull out all these stupid thistles because I hate them things. Thistles annoy the crap out of me. Okay, so this is the peach tree. I want you guys to see this because we have so many peaches. And I can't see because of the sun. But you guys should be able to see it. What? You guys should be able to see these peaches. Look at that. This tree is full of them. So that's going to be awesome, amazing. You know, we're going to have a lot of peaches, a lot of nectarines, and quite a few plums. Here's one of the pear trees. It hasn't even leafed. I don't know what's going on with it. It was alive before we left. Probably took one look at Tim's face and died. Anyway, that was rude. I'm very seriously considering unhooking these pallets and just using these pallets. We might be able to. If I prop them up instead of putting them on the ground, we should be able to use the pallets. There's the roll of fence. Right there. And that is some really hefty fence too. This is like reinforced fence. This might actually, man, I had to find out what kind of fence that is. Because I don't think this is welded wire. I mean, okay, it is, but it's not at the same time. It's reinforced welded wire. So this would actually work for goat fencing too. I don't know. That's probably really pricey. We have a lot of plums growing. Now, I don't know what the deal is with the red leaves. Yeah, I'll show you guys. There's a lot of plums there. In there. Up there. A lot of plums. So, and while we're out here, we'll check the trailer and the plants. This video, spider. Sorry, I freaked out. I hate spiders. You guys know this. It was like literally in a web. I don't do spiders. So that was just a no for me. You guys know this. Okay. Haven't been out here yet today. This video is an hour, almost an hour long. We're gonna check on the plants. Scott's the one that opened up the trailer. I have iris to plant too. Darlene gave me the rest of them. See, there's the fall gold. Pull this down a little bit. That's the fall gold. Have the other ones on the other side. Looks like everything's doing really well, to be honest. My lemon mint is doing well. My cilantro died. Don't know what the deal is with that. That's why I bought the other plant. My tomatoes. Our tomatoes are doing really well. Look at this. These are red cherry tomatoes. Probably going to get those planted. These are the lemon seeds I planted. These are the alpine strawberries. They were too wet. So I put them over here with a window open. Over here, the mint looks like it's doing well. I'm going to have to get this in a bed out there. Same for the oregano and the thyme. I think those are blueberries in the corner. That is parsley, which it looks like it's coming up pretty nice. The apple trees look okay. I might have to transplant those into different pots. Oh, okay. They might be too wet. Shoot. Something's not going well with my apple seedlings. I don't have any basil coming up over there. I'm going to have to get these transplanted, the chives as well. The watermelon looks like it's doing good. The lemon cucumbers, kind of. They need to be in a garden bed. So that's going to have to be a priority like Monday. There's the watermelon that are growing over here. I don't have any more of these that are coming up. We'll go check back there. Again, this is going to be a long video, but sorry. There's my, we're going to pull this down a little bit more. So I have a little bit more space. Alpine strawberries that are growing. Right there. There's like one little plant growing in that one. We have 4 ruby red grapefruit plants. 4 so far. These are lemon. None of my lemon has come up yet. None of the blood orange have come up yet. We have more peppers that are coming up. Excuse me, guys. Oh, can't get that out of there. I don't remember what this is. Oh, that's the bell pepper mix with the purple peppers. These are the purple beauty peppers. This is, I do believe, okay, that's a green pepper. All the tomatoes look great. We have an eggplant growing. That's what that is. Totally shocked me. I thought all those were dead. That's the other fall gold. I don't know if anything's going to come of it. I really hope it does. That's the mango I planted. I don't know if that's going to sprout or not. We'll see. As I was telling Chloe today, 95% of homesteading is all... Ooh, there's ants in here. Nah, excuse me. I don't know what you're in here for, but go away. There's no food in here. This is that stupid can. Okay, anyway, so just wanted to show you that. And I'm going to come back through here. And we're going to close out the video. Because it is like almost an hour long. Wasn't trying to do that, but we have more grapevine growing. Hopefully I don't find any more spiders. My pants are getting wet. Yeah, I might actually unhook some of these pallets and see if we can use them, because that might help. That would help out a lot. So, don't have time to do that today, though. I don't even know what time it is. But yeah, this area right here is going to be the new chicken run. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off from here, guys. And I will see you guys on the next video. I don't know which way to go. And remember to check your subscriptions. Make sure you're still subscribed. Click on that notification bell and click on all to make sure you get all the notifications. And do your research, you guys. It's just really important. Anything that has anything to do with homesteading, be it animals, plants, garden, whatever. It's really, really important that you do that research. It's really, really important that you do that research. Sorry. Having a hard time finding a level spot. You have to know what you're doing. But I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. Try to get this uploaded. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's probably going to take forever. But I also have to plug my phone in too, so. Yeah, so that's about it. Showed you around the property a little bit. I mean, it still looks really rough. We still don't have a mower. We're still doing this all with just a weed eater. Working around our job schedules, trying to get gardens in, dealing with the whole chicken fiasco. And again, I might just use those other pallets, because if I can use the other pallets, then that's going to make it to where I don't have to go searching for them. I can get the pallet floor down and we can start actually building the frame, because I do have some wood that'll work. And we'll have to start looking for more pieces. I'll have to have Aaron probably stop down at the Leslie City dump to check and see what's there. And there is a possibility that I might be able to get a truck within the next couple of weeks. So prayers, guys, that works out. And I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, do your research, you guys. And it's Faith First Farm and Homestead. And we are out. And I will see you guys probably not tomorrow since it's Sunday. I won't have a lot of time. But definitely Monday and Tuesday. I have those 2 days off. And then I work Wednesday straight through Sunday. So, and I'm also going to be working hard to get the farm stand up. So, comments, guys. Leave your comments. Also, the new subscriber packages. Hand-painted t-shirt. Hand-painted glass mug. I have the paint sealer now. So leave that comment about the new subscriber package, and I will get back with you guys immediately, like as soon as possible. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.